What do I have? I have Ammo's liquid mask. I have micro mask. I have liquid. Welcome back to the workbench where we try to make things. We're continuing to try to make today is Revell's 1956 Ford Thunderbird. This is the kit we're trying to make look like it just rolled onto the showroom floor. So like it's a brand new car sitting there ready for you to buy in 1956. And if you'd like to get caught up on this build, there's a link down in the description to a playlist where you can get completely caught up to where we are right now. And where we are right now is painting the underside of the car, painting the floorboards and the trunk, the underside, which are all body color. And before I show you, let me show you the kind of the idea I had on how to do this. And it was with, where did I put it? It was actually using some liquid mask. So I have the Mr. Masking stuff. In fact, I have, if I reach over here, I have a bunch of, what do I have? I have Ammo's liquid mask. I have micro mask. I have liquid test masking fluid. Like I had a bunch of this stuff. So I thought I'd put it to use and try to mask off or I did mask off actually using Mr. Masking Soul, I guess it's called. I masked off the frame, which had already been painted black. And then went back over top of that and painted, or over top of the mask, the liquid mask, and painted body color. So that was no big deal. I guess, masking it using it has its own little brush. I guess I can show you if you're not familiar. It has like like a fingernail polish brush in there, but it's actually a pretty nice brush. So it wasn't that difficult to actually apply. It probably took me 20 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. And then, of course, it took me, I don't know, another 20 minutes to paint it. And then it took me another at least 5.5 hours to peel the liquid mask off. And it is, I don't know if I did something wrong. I don't know if it's just the wrong application. I don't know if it's the wrong paints. I don't know, but it was a nightmare. And then not only that, I did then had to go back. Let me pull this motor out of here. It's about to fall out. And just do a ton of touch up. Tons of touch up. In fact, every edge on this, I think I had to touch up. So in hindsight, I think what I would have done, or what I should do, or should have done, or would do, is just paint the entire thing body color, and then just probably hand brush the frame. But you can see through some work. Let me pull this out if I can carefully. Okay, I do have to go in and paint these inner fender wells here body color also, so that has to be done yet. So there, just so you know, I am completely out of paint. So I've got to order more paint. I'm gonna get another thing of paint, and I'll paint the fender wells. I'm also gonna do another full coat on the body. But as far as this goes, boy, it's done. Except for, here's a fun story. Here's a fun story for you guys out there. I didn't know this. So I'd painted the body color, obviously, onto the undercarriage here. And then I had some real, there was too much black here. So I had over masked, right? And so I thought, oh, I'll just go in with a brush. I'll just use what little bit, there was that little bit of touch of paint in here. I use that little bit of less paint and I'll do with use a brush and just kind of touch it up, just kind of fake it a little bit. Yeah, no, what it does is it mixes with the old paint and then it just turns into liquid. And now you got a whole nasty mess there. So, yeah. So when I get the new paint, which I hope is very close in color, I've got to touch this up with spray. I'll have to spray it. I'll just tape this little bit and then spray that. So that's something I've got to touch up. But otherwise, it actually looks pretty decent. It just took about 28 hours longer than it should have. I still need to go in and paint like the mufflers and the exhaust and the fuel tank and all that needs painted up. I'm still thinking about, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I can't see how, again, I'm going to just talk about it one more time. Apparently the frame and this undercarriage, which would have been with the body, were painted in two separate factories. So there shouldn't be any overspray in here. That's why I was trying to hard mask it. Trying to use liquid mask to hard mask it. It didn't work. If I had to do it again, I'd probably go in and try to just tape it all. It's just a pain too. I don't know what the right answer was. Probably brush painting the frame would have been the right answer. But if we're getting there in the end, and that's all that matters. But yeah, so I'm not sure. I want to because I was thinking about I could clean up some of these edges if I just went in and kind of added some overspray. I might go in with some black wash and just hit all the edges to soften them. I think I probably will do, and that'll really help it to make it look a little cleaner. I don't know, but you guys can let me know what you think down in the comments section. I really wanted to have more done for this video, but I'm not even kidding. This took hours and hours, and mainly because it was the peeling. My understanding was that that stuff would just peel off in a big sheet, but I think because there was so much, contours and details and everything that it didn't. I think if you were masking a more of a flat surface or whatever, it probably would have pulled off in one big sheet. But I just sat here, and then because I had to kind of pick at it to peel it, I ended up putting little scratches in the paint and had to go back and touch all that up. And so I ended up just almost just painting the frame by hand, anyways. So that's what kind of really had me frustrated. But I don't know. Like I said, I think we'll get there in the end. I've got more body paint, more body color coming so that we can finish the body color, and then I can correct that little bit of spray. I think I can move ahead before that gets here. I think I can go ahead and move ahead up front. I can't do rear suspension because I've got to touch that up. But I think I can go ahead and start moving ahead up front. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get the new paint in, but I can go ahead and hopefully keep moving forward with this. But again, let me know what you think about the Thunderbird so far. I'm gonna put it back together and we can take one final look at it with it in the car. I mean, it looks pretty good with the body on and everything. That looks pretty good. Like I said, these inner fenders here need to be body color. Every picture I could find and everything else, the inner fenders were body color, even though I think I read somewhere that they were black. There's so much conflicting information. Also, everything I read said there should be overspray, but I can't imagine how there would be overspray when the two things are painted. Anyways, but every picture I can see, these are actually body color. I also need to spray the inside of the body itself. Yeah, let me know what you think. I think once we get exhaust in, we get rear end in, we get all this other stuff going in, it's going to actually look pretty good. Yeah, I can't complain too much. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. If this this mayhem is something that you're interested in following, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button. I don't know, subscribe, like, hype, all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. I've got a whole bunch of paint touch up to do, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.